Hello everyone, this is Trumpet Man with 40 Card College. Today I'm going to be doing a day 1 sealed. We're going to be trying to qualify for the day 2 Arena Open. Normally I'll play best of 3, but in this case working on the website a lot, so in terms of the time pressures, we're just going to be trying a best of 1 today and trying to see can we get to that 7 wins. So let's open up our packs. Alrighty. Then we have, let's see, some pretty good rares here. Cruelty of Gix is a bomb, Temporal Firestorm's often a bomb, Guardian of Nubinalia is an efficient threat, same with Hadigen. So these, this I would say is above average rares. I tried one pool before this, which definitely had worse rares, so that's a great start. We'll come look at all our cards and the highlights in each color in a second here. I like going to see how many lands we have right off the bat, specifically the tap lands. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 tap lands across various colors. So that's just good to keep in mind. We also have the Sheevan Reef and Applausive Heroes if we have good legends to play. Right now, Nile's really good, but I also noticed the 2 Logamos, so if we ended up playing both of those, I could see playing Applausive Heroes. Rulik Mons is not so great. So in white, we have a bunch of, we have some reactive removal. We have the Guardian, which is obviously proactive, just good card. Double Destroy Evil is a big pull into white. And double Take Up the Shield's pretty nice. Citizen's Arrest and Cleaving Skyride are both powerful. Sleeper is specifically good in white-black. It's fine without the black kicker, but not very good. Our blue is basically non-existent. I mean, we have all these shore-ups and a Hadigen, but there's only, what, 6 blue cards? So blue would be kind of a splashy color, and the double blue on the Jin is not leaving me feeling inspired on that, but it's possible. We could still play it. I do see a Bone Splinters and a Vivisector and a Balduvian Atrocity, so because of all that, it's possible like a white-black shell might exist. We also have the Cruelty of Gix, the Extinguished Lights, Monstrous Warleech. Warleech as 2 of that means that we do want to keep an eye on our mana costs. If we have some big things, then that might be a reason to play some blue. And then if we look at red, we have a lot of good, cheap, interactive spells. So this Electrostatic Infantry could be very good. Between the 2 Lightning Strikes, the 2 Flowstone Infusions, the Temporal Firestorm here as a way to interact later, but Hurling Battle Hymn specifically. Writhing Necromass, when we're talking about the Monstrous Warleech, that definitely goes with that plan. And then in green, the Vine Wall to Fix, the Brawler is as a powerful card, the Root Walla, the Morrow. So I could see just being a domain pile here. Yeah, I mean, we have high card quality across the board, I would say. Let's see what it looks like if we just... put that in yet? If we just play all our cards here and see what it looks like. Because Cruelty of Gix is so powerful, we have the Shadow Prophecy, the Extinguish, like just a lot of ways to interact here. So let's see what this looks like. We also have 2 of the black-red gold card. Now, we're not going to play all these cards, I don't think, but if I look at that, like, black-red is super deep in this pool. 2 Logamos means Bone Splinters is definitely playable. And I'm not always in love with Bone Splinters and Sealed, but here it's pretty good. So I don't even know like how much we're going to want to even play these other colors, but if it's kind of free, then I'm interested. I do have Sunlit Marsh and 2 Sacred Peaks. So specifically, we could splash white in this pool off red-black like reasonably easily. and just go more aggressive, we might be able to splash blue for some war leeches, because we do have a lot of 5s and a 7. So that's an option. I guess if we're doing that, then we could just go down that road and end up playing all these green cards too. So, like, I don't know if I want to play the dorky red cards, because we could just play better late game cards. But, like, for example, splashing a Skyrider is very powerful. Let's see here. I don't need to play the War Leeches. Like, it's an option. But if we played these cards, suddenly, like, Destroy Evil is so good. Maybe Flowstone Infusion's not where we want to be in Best of 1. Because unless they have, like, Pump Knights or the Root Walla, like, a lot of the creatures this actually just isn't very good against in Sealed. Like, if everyone's just playing big cards, then I'm not that excited about a Shock. And we also have 2 Lightning Strikes. So we have ways to interact with small things anyways. I like these War Leeches because they do get large, but they're not even going to be that large. And it makes me kind of want to play all this blue mana for not very much gain. Although I do have the Beachfront and the Tributary, and that combos with the Firestorm as well. So if I do play the Monstrous War Leech, it could be fine. But it is kind of a 5-drop. So maybe it's just not that good here. Like, what if I cut this? Do I want to play any blue cards from here? Not really. I do like Niall a lot, but I don't have any green cards in my deck. My best green cards I'm leaving out right now are the Morrow and the Root Walla. And then I have some green fixers. So if I went more base green, that could be an option. I could also be more splash black. The problem with that is the double pip cards. Like, they're super strong. Outrider also makes me want to kind of play more colors. We could think about that too. I basically have to play Cruelty of Gex, though. It's just too powerful, I think. I like Hurler Cyclops with 2 Logamoses. That's a good combo. But the card itself is only okay. Balduvian Atrocity. Yeah, this card's fine. Like, it's not going to get back anything amazing. If I cut the infusions, what's my red looking like? See, here's the awkward part. We've got Citizen's Arrest, which is my worst double-pipped card, because I've got Extinguished Light and Cruelty and Firestorm. All of those are, I think, better than Citizen's Arrest. It also has the problem that it gets hit by Destroy Evil in the format, but Guardian New Benalia is so good. But I really like what Logamos gives the deck. So maybe I'm not supposed to be trying to force Take Up the Shield. Like, maybe I'm not that aggressive. And maybe I just want to play, like, 5 white cards. I really like Guardian early, though. And Benelush Sleeper, so if I'm not playing them on curve, it's not even that good. So it would probably be more like this. Skyrider, we're playing on 6 mana most of the time. Right now we only have 11 creatures, which is not good, because we're trying to be sort of this mid-range aggro deck. And then we have all these more top-end control-y cards. So currently our deck has a bit of an identity crisis. It's interesting, because I feel like our pool almost has... It has so many... Yeah, the card's kind of junky. It has so many good cards that I feel like I might be getting tricked into trying to be more streamlined. Like, what cards am I really excited about? I think these are the cards that I'm most excited about in these colors. And if that's the case, then maybe I could play green. Maybe this Hurler Cyclops Logamos is too cute. It's also double red. And the ping is not even that good. Like, if I just cut that and play, like, Territorial Morrow on 5 and be more base green. Let's try to put some green cards in here and see what happens. Suddenly we have... a lot more cards. And then we just splashed Nile at that point, right? Now that we're looking at this, I mean, is Lagomos even that good? It's great with Bone Splinters, but it's not really what our deck is doing. So maybe this is a trap in my pool. I mean, a 2-1 every turn is pretty good, just to, like, hit him for 2, but it's extremely aggressive, and the rest of my cards are not that aggressive. So if I just cut these... I also don't really need a Bone Splinters in this deck, because I have 2 Destroy Evils and an Extinguish the Light. So usually, if your pool is missing that kind of effect, then you need to stretch for it. But if I just cut that... Now it's good with Vine Wall, the Bone Splinters. But it's not very good with any of the other cards I have, so I could just play Vine Wall as a chump blocker. This deck I don't mind having fewer creatures, because I'm not trying to out-aggro my opponent. I'm just playing good cards. And I think this looks like a better shell. Like, I'm trying to win with Territorial Morrow and Nile and all that kind of stuff, rather than beat down my opponent with 2-1s. So if this is the direction we're going, then now we just tidy up what cards we want to play. Maybe I play a Broken Wings. I don't really need it, though. How good is Strength of the Coalition in this deck? It's kind of worse than Sealed in a way, because you have to target to get the board pump, and there's more removal in Sealed, so you're kind of exposing a lot of risk there. So maybe this is just worse than Gaia's Might. Plus you have to have green-white specifically, which I don't think I'm always going to have in this deck. The +2/+2 mode on this card is not that exciting, but +4/+4, +5/5 on Gaia's Might, that is exciting. Let's see. And I could play the War Leeches now. They'll usually be 5/5s at least, if I have all these cards. But the downside of the War Leech, it's not giving me a whole lot. Like, what is it putting in my graveyard? How is that helping me? It helps with the Writhing Necromass, but that's about it. Oh, another thing is if we play this style of deck, I get to play Runic Shot and Blast. Yeah, this just looks pretty solid to me. I don't even know if we need a Writhing Necromass, but it's kind of nice to have a big creature to end the game with. We do have a Territorial Morrow, which fills that role. I only have 12 creatures, so this is definitely worth considering chopping. But I don't want to just run out of threats. Also, I kind of need more 2-for-1s. Maybe I play Aggressive Sabotage. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. If I'm looking at all these cards, I kind of have 3 main colors, being a Naya. I only have 3 black cards, and they're very mana intensive. So maybe the black in this pool is a bit of a trap, but I want to play my best cards, so I kind of feel like I have to make that work. So I'm being pulled in all these directions. Like, I can't not play those cards. I like this infantry a lot, but if I cut the infantry in the picker, then all my red cards are late game cards, and I could be more base green-black or green-white, which gives me a lot more flexibility. Alright, I like this base. I do need to add, I think, a few more ways to make sure we can win. Right now, all our cards can just get answered and we'll run out of threats. So maybe I have too much dirtling right now in white. Is it crazy to cut Lightning Strike? It might be, but also it could be correct. Like, if I don't play Lightning Strikes, I can play more white cards, which gives me some more early pressure. Like, this Guardian of Nude Benalia is a great card. It's in the sideboard. The problem with the Guardian is I'd really want to up my creature count and play more of a, like, white-black deck. But then again, I'm not playing my best cards. So I think that is somewhat foolhardy. Maybe I just play these. If I just have enough 5/5s, I'm going to win. Then I could also maybe play the Guardian. Maybe the Benosh Sleeper? Like, if I just add more creatures to my deck. That's a lot of 5-drops. I don't know about that. If I do play green-white, this card gets better. I almost feel like this is too many 5-drops. But the 2 War Leeches do help me with the Necromass, which I like. It's also possible I have too much removal. Runic Shot's not that good here if I don't have that much blue. So I could cut these and just play the 2 Destroy Evils and the Skyrider. And then I would be more base red-green, almost. Or I'd be base green-black. I could just I could play a Librarian to kind of tie the room together. And then just play big creatures until they die. I already have 3 blue sources in my mana base to splash Warleech and Niall. I have 5 white sources, so I don't have to add any planes to my deck. So then, what does my Jund mana look like? I have 4, 5, 6 green sources. That's not enough. But it's not far off. I have 5 red sources, 6 black sources. My mana is not great. Then again, it often is not great in this format. I do have a Deathbloom Gardener to help cast my black cards that have double cost. I almost have too many white sources is the problem. So I have 5 white lands. I mean, 5 red sources, I'm going to have to live with that. I think it's fine except for the Firestorm, and we'll just make that work. Alright, is there any other way to fix my mana? Pretty sure the answer is no. Is this a Gaia's Might deck? It might not be. Maybe I should just... I still kind of like the card. The rate's good enough. Maybe Blast is better, but I don't think so. I think the 5 white sources... I really just need to get another green source in my deck, but I don't know how. I guess if I cut a mountain, I could cut the lightning strikes and play artillery blast instead. If I do that, then I can cut the mountain, play an extra forest and an extra swamp. I think I just went to 18 lands. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Oh, I actually had 7 black sources before, not 6. Oh wait, no, I just upped both of them at the same time. I don't think I can cut any of my duels, because that's crazy. I also could play 18 lands. I have so many 5-drops. I do worry about flooding a bit if I do that. Yeah, this format is tough. I wanted to add the artillery blast, and I have a Vine Wall. I think that 18th land is bad. The Vine Wall can help me fix for my double black, so maybe I just have to... Now I have 7 green sources, 6 black sources, but I have a Gardener and a Vine Wall. So maybe that's just how it is. I don't really think I can make my mana significantly better than it is right now. I guess, should I play Guardian of New Benalia off 5 sources? Maybe. It's just a very powerful card. If I'm not playing that, what am I playing instead? I mean, it could be a Lightning Strike. Again, I don't think Lightning Strike actually adds that much to this deck, though, given my mana constraints. Could be a Broken Wings. I like it a little bit more having 7 green sources. Kills a Flyer or like a Jonas Codex. I think maybe I'm just supposed to play Guardian, though. It's so powerful. And it lets me, if I have Guardian plus any of these 2-drops and a green, it lets me keep like a pretty wide range of hands while I scry. I don't love the way this code looks. Also has another creature for Necromass. Now that I'm at 14 creatures for Necromass, that's a little more reasonable. I think that's where I want to be. I wonder if Artillery Blast is better than Runic Shot, or should I just be playing both? But I'd probably want to cut a spell. I could cut 1 Warleech. It's kind of my worst 5-drop. Also, I'm not always going to have blue. I like it in case other things die, and then it gives me another 5/5, or, you know, some games I'll have a 7/7, but if I cut that, I do think it helps my curve a decent amount. Other option is playing another card, but I like that these reactive white cards I can draw and play later, because I only have the 5 white sources, so I'm really only stretching my mana for the Guardian, which, when we think of it that way, that's a lot better than putting these random other white 2-drops in my deck, because I think that would cause me to run into some mana problems. Okay, I think this is where we want to be. Not sure. Or I could cut... Oh, I could cut one of those and play the Broken Wings I was talking about. If I do that, which one am I cutting? I like that this you can cast in combat versus the Runic Shot. The 1 mana is nice, but this is not draft, so I don't know if the 1 versus 2 is as big a deal. Like in draft, I'm pretty sure Runic Shot's just better. But in sealed, I actually am not sure. I guess it can kill anything, whereas this can't. Yeah, maybe I just do this. Play a Broken Wings instead, just so that I'm not relying on white mana only. Like if I have Runic Shot plus Artillery Blast in hand and no white, I could see that game being kind of a problem. Whereas at least if I have Broken Wings, I have 7 green sources naturally. So I'm less likely to... I'm basically hedging my bets by doing that. Now, I guess the question is, instead of Monstrous Warleech, should I just be playing Elfhame Worm? They're kind of just the same card. Except this takes significantly less work. And if I don't have blue, Monstrous Warleech is almost unplayable. I don't really like Elfhame Worm. But I am worried about my Territorial Marrow dying. And then they kill my Writhing Necromass, and then I can't win the game. Because a lot of the power of my pool is focused in the removal. So maybe I just do this. I still want to have something in that slot. Alright. I think I'm happy with this build. This format's pretty complicated. I think there probably is another deck in here somewhere. But I think I get to play my best cards with this, so I am at least reasonably happy with what I'm ending up with. Let's give it a shot. And yeah, we can cast our Guardian on turn 2 into a Cleaving Skyrider to start enlisting. Can't really ask for more than that. And we have all the colors for the cards in our hand. Is there a reason to play green over black? I think yes, we want to play green first. We have more green 2-drops that we might want to play next turn rather than the Skyrider. Jokey. But as it is, I think we just attack and then Skyride. We do want to be the beatdown because we have these Miri's Outrider. Is it possible that I should just play that pre-combat, or on my turn, play around Essence Scatter? However, if they Essence Scatter, it's going to be good on our Miri's Outrider anyways. So I think this all works out, and I think we just want to do this. So that we can get our Scry in. I think I bottom... Well, I might want to keep the Sacred Peaks because we have the Firestorm. And then I want to play this. Unfortunately, I can't play Mira's Outrider next turn. Wow, they got the domains. Nice. Decided on that Broken Wings, and look at that. It's already paying off. So they're probably going to block is what this means. But that's fine. I'll just discard my Sunlit Marsh. I'd rather Scry here than deal an extra 2. Wow, those are both great. So I guess keep the Brawler on top, because I'm not going to be able to play the Necromass. Sorry, like that. Not going to be able to play the Necromass anyways. just using this Firestorm as a way to protect our Guardian at this point. I could just discard this so that, like, well, we already know this is going to happen, so is it worth enlisting? I'm basically trading this in my hand for the 3/3. But it's kind of good to just keep attacking, I think. Like, they can't just chump a Guardian every turn. Yeah, those are great. Do I... Which one do I draw first? I think I draw the Prophecy first. I haven't lost any creatures yet this game, so I can't cast the Necromass next turn unless something dies. It's kind of a tricky one, because if something does die, then it's better to play the Necromass next turn. But we can't really ensure that. Discarding the show roll does feel bad. But I think it is worth it. Because they're almost dead. Kind of awkward, because now that died, and we can cast the Necromass this turn, but that's okay. Now the question is, so if I'm going to scry 2, then I should probably just play this main phase, get that off the top of my deck, and then scry 2. So take my 2 spells. Actually, do I even want the Runic Shock? If I have a Firestorm, maybe land is better. Nile and Geysmite, those both are great. I'm not sure which I want first. Probably the Geysmite. Do I play my land? It protects the Guardian, so I do think I hold it for now. Because it's not like I have... I'm not going to get to 7 mana for the Firestorm anytime soon. Alright, well, I'm glad we put Geysmite on top, because now we just attack them.
Dominaria's treasures will aid us in our fight.
Alrighty, we got that one. We have all our colors again, which is awesome, so we'll keep this for sure. I want to play... You know what? Maybe I want to play white first in case I draw the Enlister. Green is for Nashoba Brawler. So this is kind of an interesting decision. I do have more proactive green cards to play on turn 2 though, so let's go ahead. Let's play this. If I draw the Guardian on turn 2, it's a little awkward, but you always have to consider these things with your mana base. Alright, we made the right call. I think I do play that over the Sunlit Marsh. Alright, I could get a Forest, or I could get second red source, but I'm putting Firestorm on the bottom. So I think I might just want the untapped land here. I think that's going to be more important. Because I can go Gardener into Battle Hymn, into like a Skyrider maybe. hand's not really going anywhere, and we do need to find some action. Goblin Picker is surprisingly annoying. I could just block here. Like, we have all our mana. We're not ramping anything, so maybe this is fine. Okay, so we'll just play land go. And I might use the Battle Hymn this turn. So Battle Hymn actually gains us life if we wait. But mana efficiency. So they're gonna play something else. I might kill that instead. I don't think I'll kill that because I have the Outrider, which answers it, and I have Broken Wings. I guess I should just Broken Wings that. And we can hit him for... This actually only hits for 3 this turn, which is kind of funny because 2 of our sources are sheep right now, but I'm not here to not play my 5-drop. Now, if they attack me, if I double block, I trade my Outrider for the Kabu, which is not a great trade, but it uses the whole turn. If I just take it, then they get to play something else, but I get to hit them for 4. But I'm winning this race by a lot with Herman Battle Hymn, so I should probably just take it. The only way this is bad is if they kill me off with Outrider. Alright, so they didn't play anything, which is kind of suspicious. They didn't pump at all. Could be a Shadow Prophecy, splashing off Crystal Grotto. They have some sort of instant. I do think I should apply pressure, though, rather than do nothing. The Brawler I'm fine to trade with Kabu, because right now it's only a 3-3. So I think I should play that and hold up Battle Hymn and Skyrider. And if they counter this, it's fine. They didn't pump, and they also didn't do anything else. So that's very confusing. They probably would want to leave their options. So I think I should just kill the Kabu. I drew the land for the Skyrider. But I think I'll play Niall second main. Unless they're setting up for a sweeper, in which case I play Niall and then I dump everything in play and have nothing, which is kind of bad. I think I like attacking with only the Outrider, though. Then if they do have a trick or something, I can Skyride their Goblin in response. Whereas Brawler, I have to be the one to act first. If I attack with both... Alright, I'm just going to play this Niall. They didn't jump, which means they're probably not sweeping the board. So I'm able to continue adding things to the board. I mean, it's not guaranteed that that's what that means, but it is more likely. Okay, they got some value engines, so we definitely need to keep that in mind. That adds another domain. So if I do that, they can block here. I think they don't have great blocks, and they might even just die to the Sky Rider. Let's see. If I let this happen, they take 3, 4, 5. I could deal them 8 damage with the Sky Rider, or put them down to 1. I think I just... Do I even want to cast this here? I think I just go to damage. They're going to get to trade and kill one of my creatures. Alright, so now that I did that, I can kill their Soul Tender. Or I could kill the Goblin for more trample, and then just offer the trade. But I definitely want to cast my Sky Rider to save one of my creatures. I guess the question is which one. This is gonna get to kill the one they want. Anyways. So 3, 4, 5. I can put, or I just put them to 1 and have 2 flyers in the air. Maybe that's the answer. Actually, no, sorry. If I kill the Soul Tender, they only get to kill the Brawler. And then I have a 4/4 left over. So I think I just killed this. And even, like, I get to get the best card off the top of my deck. So we're in really good shape here. I guess we just want to 5/4 in case things go poorly. Yeah, like, they need a sweeper there, and then they need to follow up with more after that. So, I mean, you know, we could lose that game, but it would be pretty unlikely. Alright, match 3. We finally found a clunky hand. Even so, it's got a turn 2 Brawler. And my mana in my deck, I think, is good enough that I just have to keep hands like this. So, it's really devastating to mulligan. This was the type of hand, the argument of adding Broken Wings rather than more white spells, so that we diversify our potential hands. Alright, I'm just gonna attack. Because otherwise I would just block. They might be afraid of a combat trick this way. And if I block, like, my Nishoku Brawler's not worth losing anything. If I draw another land, then we're able to start pumping. But I do have a lot of tap lands I can potentially draw, so this root wall is not that good, and I have a ton to do with my mana. So I'm kind of just inclined to block here. I think I'm going to. I also kind of want this to go long. Because I have a Firestorm. Long it shall go. So I got the Runic Shot here. So no one... It's kind of like we're both going to be sitting for a little bit. Potentially. Unfortunately, we're not doing anything, but... Interesting. Yeah, well, I did say I had bad mana, and this is Magic. Sometimes when I, you know, I'm drawing poorly like this, I like to set a couple stops so that my opponent knows I don't have nothing. But, it's pretty obvious to tell I don't have anything. I didn't do anything last turn, and I'm still continuing to do nothing. But maybe if it causes my opponent to hesitate for a second and think about what they want to do, then that's some added value. It's a pretty minor thing you can do by adding stops, but sometimes worth doing. Alrighty, well, don't think we're going to win this one, folks. If I draw perfectly from here on out, what does that mean? It means I don't think I want Guardian because it doesn't... Well, actually Guardian's pretty good on this board. What's my worst card here? Maybe the Outrider? Well, alternatively, if I draw red but not white, I should probably discard a white card here. My worst card might be Cleaving Skyrider, actually. Okay, well, if we draw... I don't even know if we have untapped red sources, actually. I don't know what we can draw. I guess we could draw land. Oh, that's pretty good. Buys us a turn. It's not amazing. 3, 4, 5, 6. We get a 1. Actually, it doesn't even work, does it? Because they can exile the target. And I can't hit the tortoise. So, never mind. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Oh, I don't even have the kicker, because the red and the white's all in the one land. So, super dead. That's kind of besides the point. But, yeah. We're not even close to alive. Okay. This hand is much more respectable. Maybe that last hand was a mulligan, but all it really took was like a dual land a few turns earlier. Like, we got all the way to discarding the hand size, which is never a good thing. So we can go Skyrider. Unfortunately, can't play Niall. Everyone's just tortoising us today, huh? Alright. I think we just try to trade at this point. I could wait to try to Gaia's Might so that we win the combat. But I can just save that later. I don't know that the 2-2 is that wonderful. This is where the mana base is it's like we have a ton of colors and can't even cast anything. Alright, that one's good. This is the card we want to protect the Gaia's Might. So that if they attack and pump, we can block and Gaia's Might. Okay. This time we can Herman battle him and get our life back. So that's fantastic. I'm wondering if I should just hit the root walla. And if I do that, I probably should just do that now. Because otherwise they might be able to pump it. I mean, they have this tortoise. But I would never be able to hit the tortoise with the battle hymn without, or with including the bonus. And I think the bonus is worth trying to get. I don't know why it's trying to tap my swamp. Alright, so we can Niall next turn, and we're now in business. And a little mana screw on my end, a little mana screw on their end, and suddenly we're at 3-1. This is kind of like that hand from earlier, but I can't tell if it's worse or better. The thing is, we got the Shadow Prophecy to draw out, so in fact it might be a little better this time. We have the Broken Wings. I think it's still a keep. But yeah, I mean, it's certainly not great. I mostly think you should just never mulligan unless your hand is just so bad that it's not functional. Being down a card in limited is truly horrendous, but it is unfortunate when, like, I mean, you kind of sometimes need your first 2 cards to matter, and right now we have no way of ensuring that. I am just going to play the Librarian. Speed down things nicely. Do I want to draw a Root Walla? I definitely don't want the Nile because we can't cast it, but I think Root Walla is good enough. Especially if they're not doing anything, then maybe it'll just pressure them. Alright, well, I could Shadow Prophecy because then I can tap land right now. It puts me up to 8 cards, but I get to play a land. So I'm definitely just going to fire it off and take some cards. And it all works out. Now, we can destroy evil next turn. For the Sentry is super evil. As we all know. Alright, well, we're just gonna attack. Actually, I could just wait. If I attack, it's pretty suspicious. Just if I block, I think that's gonna be better. The only reasonable lock I can make is on the Micromancer to force him to use it. But they're not falling for that trick. Okay. Well, the fact that I get to kill their Magic Off Sentry right now is a pretty big blowout, because they're trying to out-tempo me. And the fact that I have the second Destroy Evil means I can block the Root Walla next turn. And I can't quite get them. Ooh, I kind of just want to play Cruelty. But then I can't actually destroy Evil. They can't even, well, they can't even attack right now. So I guess I'll just wait. Now I need a Cruelty, because if they got a big creature in their hand... And how many Hexbane Tortoises are running around? Crazy times. So we can Cruelty and block. I block here and pump. Then we'll take... Actually, if I block here... Maybe I just need to bring back a 4/4, honestly. Feels kind of bad, though. Mostly I can't afford to lose 3 life right now. because I just haven't able to get on board. Besides that, like this game, we've just done a lot of nothing, unfortunately. So we just trade our sentries. Although I guess we can't just trade our sentry. That's a problem, actually. So was I supposed to do nothing again? I just hold up a pump? But then they could just go wide. So I had to do what I had to do. If I double block, we kill this, and they have a 2-2, a 3-3, and a 3-3, and then next turn I can destroy both this. Kind of getting punished for having broken wings in my deck. But I do have to block. It'll be a 4-3 next turn. I think I just have to block and hope to draw something good off the top. I mean, Hexbane Tortoise kind of wrecking us here. That ward 2 is a big problem. Oh, they're just going to pass to damage. Alright. I don't really understand that because they know that they have the ward 2 to protect them, but I won't complain. So if I have Pump plus Destroy Evil or I have Skyrider, that's pretty good. I can't Skyride plus Destroy Evil, unfortunately. So I might as well play the attack lane. I guess it's kind of awkward that I have all these basics and these non-splash colors, so I can't play multiple spells of the same sort every turn. So they can make it into a 6-6. So I can just block and make it a 7-7. Okay. Not really understanding everything my opponent's doing, but I think maybe we're just getting lucky. I mean, you have to use my Destroy Evil. Alright. Yeah, they said oops, that's true. I do think I want another land in place with Root Walla. I would trade my Librarian for the Gardener. That's probably better for them than us because we already have so many cards in hand. But it might incentivize them to make a riskier line. And they are not going for it. I think I should just gain 4. I think the Gardener's a good enough target. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'll just pay it. This game is baffling. That card's good. Alright, I think I should just offer the trade here and then play a 4-4. double kick this quite yet. We need another white or blue source. Because we have red, red. White, blue is all on the agility front. That being said, I think we just take this here and I just sweep the board next turn and save. Actually, if I draw a land, pump the root ball to survive, and then save this. Anyways, if we draw an untapped land. Oh, we did. So I don't even need to pain myself here, right? I can pump. I have 4 mana for the pump, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for the Firestorm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they have like a negate here, that would be pretty bad. That would be a reason to ping myself, because then I'd have... But then I'd still be tapping all my white sources, so what did it even matter? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I can't hold up Broken Wings on top of that. So I should just go for this. That's unfortunate. And we're at 1. Alright, so I can Skyrider, block, and destroy evil. So I think we're going to be okay here. They're going to attack me. This one's going to kill the Valiant Veteran. And then we're gonna block cast blockers. I want them to use this on their 1/1. But there's no way to convince them to do that. Like if I block, like then I could Broken Wings the Flyer. But I think this is the answer. Well, you know what? I could still just Broken Wings the Flyer. Because then I have another block. I have another creature. So I think I just need to... I need to just kill them. I'm just gonna kill that. I need to apply pressure. Now I have a pretty fast clock. If they play a big flyer, then I'm gonna feel a little silly. That is a problem. Now they can pump that. But I have a 5/3. So I'm still just going to attack. I was like, I didn't miss an onboard trick, did I? I knew that cost 5, but... I almost freaked out with them attacking, or with them pausing. Yeah, more turtles. That's the card of the day. I don't think that card's that good, but I've seen it a lot. It's been kind of annoying. If we extinguish the light on whatever they block, if I extinguish this, then they can block here and go to 1. If they block here, they die to trample. So I think that's worth doing. Kill the phalanx. Attack with all. So I can go to 1 here, and hopefully that's it. Alright, we did it. That was a tough one. And we'll definitely keep this hand. I think the untapped land has enough value over... Yeah, I don't need double white anyways. I think I just play the gardener here. It's gonna let me cast my 4 mana spells, which seems pretty valuable. I guess the question is, which one do I play? Nile, I don't get the Guy's Might, which is kind of annoying. But I can't block this anyways. So maybe that's fine. I think setting up my deck is more important, and then I can set up a Sentry Guy's Might play next turn. So just take 4 here. Unless my Nile dies. Destroyable is very good. I'm going to take 5, actually. But because they played that, I think I'm going to just block and use my Guy's Might. It is a little risky to do that.
All flesh will be made to serve. Phyrexia will come.
Alright, so now they want to protect a Johnny. So if I just attack, they're sort of incentivized to block. They might even double block here. Or they might chump. Well, anyways. I think the chump makes the most sense. I could just kill it. That's pretty good. This does say Planeswalker, but I could also just play a Librarian. They might get to draw a card, put it in their hand, but I could also just extinguish that and then trade this off. So my 4/4 is pretty good. I already have 2 other 2 other removal spells, so using an Extinguish here on a Johnny is not too bad. I could also just block and then guys.
We have played our part.
Future Planeswalker. Oh, it doesn't actually have mana 3 or less. They just played it for mana 3 or less, so I don't gain the life. I think I'm just gonna trade. Oh, they didn't even pump. So maybe they want to play something and block my sentry. I'll take 2. Because that tells me they kind of want to block. They didn't want to play that pre-combat? That's interesting. That is interesting. I can't kill their Namada right now. I don't want them to save it. Ooh, Maro's good. Like if I did this on their turn and they take up the shield, it's so bad for me. You get a scry. But they're always going to get that scry. I can't really stop it. It's better if they get a bunch of scry in a row in case they top. Like if I did on their turn, like if I block here, and they topped, and then I killed their creature. Oh, that's frustrating. That hurts so good. Their deck is pretty good. But I do have a Maro, so I should just attack here, I think. Maybe even attack with this. Before they get that down. Like I said, the more I'm able to do here. The only reason this might be bad is if they just take a bunch of damage and kill my blocker. But the more I attack here, the more trades happen before the Namada comes down. So they don't really want to block. Or maybe, I don't know. Is good enough. Basically all I have. That probably was a really good drop. It opens up all their other colors. If that's such a thing that they have. Alright, speaking of all our colors, we now have a 10-10, so that's great. I think I should just attack with both. And I think I should go for it. Which one would I rather kill in case something goes wrong? I don't even know how they kill a 10-10 with that mana. I don't think they can, so... it's probably not gonna matter here. But I'm gonna just pump the Maro. Alright, sweet! Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the format with that mana that stops me. We don't have any black mana, but I have a Firestorm, so... And the mana to cast it. I want to lead with the white mana, in case I draw my Garden of New Benalia, and reward it. I want to play Forest here on turn 2, so that if I draw a green creature on turn 3, I can play that plus a tap land. Reward it again. Pretty nice. The question is, do I attack here? I feel like yes, because if they attack into me and they get to take up the shield, then they're going to get the 1/1. So I don't. It's like blocking is just not even that good here. Now I can enlist a 0-power creature to get Scry 2. If I so choose. Okay, what do we need here? We need black mana. If I have a tap land this turn, do I want to have... Do I need more green mana? Probably not. So I probably want the swamp over the Haunted Mire in case I draw... something to do next turn, and then the Elfhame Worm. Like, it's a little awkward I have nothing to do next turn, but... What can we do? Oh yeah, the 0-power enlist. Those are both great. Well, not great, but I'm certainly keeping them. I think I'm going to just keep the Sentry on top. Well, I'm definitely going to play the Worm next turn, unless they play a Flyer, in which case I might play the Sentry. But I'm going to play a creature next turn. So I think I'll keep it like this. I don't think I'm going to Shadow Prophecy next turn. There's the Flyer that I was thinking about. So the question is whether or not, like, which creature I want to play next turn. And it depends if I'm the beatdown or not the beatdown. Do I care about maybe it's better to just Elfhame Worm. I think I still... Why don't we do this? Why don't we attack and... Scry the land on the bottom. I am kind of beating down, so maybe I should just use my mana. If they... Also, the added benefit, if they kill the Elfhame Worm, then my Magdagoth Sentry is going to... It's going to be cheaper, so I might be able to double spell. And if I'm under pressure, it's less likely to die if this dies first. Like, if neither of them die here, I'm probably in a great state anyways. But assuming one of them dies, like, what's going to be best for me? So that's really what I was thinking about there. I think I should just not enlist in case this dies. And then I can chump and set up a Firestorm. I kind of don't mind a land being on top right now, so the list is less valuable. They have a lot of cards in the end. Okay. Not what I expected. So I could sweep the board. And save a Sentry. I don't know how good that is, though. Probably better just discard my Forest. they're just taking it? Okay. In that case, I want to sweep the board and save both my creatures. What do I discard? Do I discard Extinguish the Light? I have Hurling Battle him on top. So I think I'd rather have the card draw. So Extinguish. You know, that's still pretty good, because it lets me keep scrying. Alright, let's Shadow Prophecy. Do I want? Probably a Root Wallet and a Skyrider. Root Wall is a nice combo with Guardian. Just turn into a 9/2. Let's see. I could block and then battle him. Or I could hit him down to 6 and 5. Block and battle him's probably better. I could battle him and Skyrider to start enlisting again. Unfortunately, I can't gain 4, though. Maybe I should just hit him down to 6. I would definitely do it if I had lethal next turn. But I'm 1 short. I think it's better to just block. I think it's still better to just wait. Based on what they're doing here, I think they're afraid of attacking into the Guardian. So they'll probably just attack with a Cavalier, and then I can Skyride that. That was the one card I was afraid of. It's a big problem. Let's see. Well, I don't have enough to do it all, so I'll just kill their 2. And then next turn I can block and battle him. I mean, it's not ideal, that's for sure. Ooh, that was good. I'm really, like, having only 1 white mana has really gotten me multiple times. And then I should just attack. And destroy evil. It kind of telegraphs I have something, but I think we're past that point of past that point of the game where the damage is more important. Like, I could have held back to block, and then when they go to pump, hurling battle him. But I think they're kind of incentivized to just charismatic Vanguard here anyways. That's a disaster. Guess we're dead. I don't really know if there was a way around that. If I had held back, I could have blocked and then killed one. But I'm in really, really bad shape there. Alright, 5-2. Keeping on the play. Probably Brawler and Divine Wall to set up Guardian here. Brawler and Divine Wall is especially nice because you can go find the tap land off the Vine Wall, hopefully, to make the Brawler 3 or 4 power. Although in this case, we drew the military anyways. So that's pretty nice. So let's Vine Wall. I assume we're playing Tributary, but maybe that's not true. Ooh, I could play Beachfront instead, and that would be the same amount of damage and set up the Guardian for next turn. So that's definitely better. Oh, I could also get Sacred Peaks, which gives me double red. Double red is more important than double blue in my deck. So I should get the Sacred Peaks. It still gives me white. Next turn we bash for 5 and play a Guardian. It's pretty good. They drew a card off that? Wow. No lands. Their deck's great in terms of powerful cards. That is sealed. Speaking of powerful cards, I'm still just going to attack here because Guardian's pretty good against Squee. I think that is better than playing Magnagoth Sentry because it lets me play a 10-10 next turn. If we just block Squee, discard Extinguish. If they had black mana, I'd be a little more hesitant to block, just because of the existence of Tribute to Urborg. That is pretty good. I think I should just enlist and play a 10-10. Bottom and top. If my 10-10 lives, that might just be the next one. There's some argument to playing Magnagoth Sentry first in case they have a Destroy Evil, because so far everyone's just had a Destroy Evil every time. But I think the upside of being able to just win the game off Firestorm Sweep and attack for 10 is worth just playing it. We've certainly enlisted a 0 power creature many a time. Oh yeah, so that's game. Good thing I got the right land on turn 3. One more game for all the marbles. This hand is pretty good. It's not like the best hand I've ever seen. But it's pretty good. I see your strategy, opponent, and I can respect it. Pretty sure we just slam an Outrider here. The only thing I was thinking about is if we wait, maybe I can hold up a Guy's Might. I'm definitely not blocking here. I don't think. Oh yeah, it's just too risky. The question is, do I just Runic Shot? If I Runic Shot, there's a big problem if they have Shore Up. And they're kind of likely to have it. So I think I should just play a tap land and say go. I don't know. I don't love my position here. I could also not play a tap land in case they attack multiple things after killing this. Then I could Skyride or something. Maybe that's better. Kind of super passive play, which I don't love. I'd rather be the one asking the questions. But that's not always what you need to do. Alright. So next turn I can Runic Shot and Extinguish the Light if I need to. I think here I probably should block and just Gaia's Might. Because if it fails, I can kill both your flyers anyways. And I have Domain 5 and they have Domain 4. So if they have their own Gaia's Might, they're going to get a 9-10 and I'm having 9-9. Those aren't good numbers for me. Okay, no blocks then. Taking 5 sets. Maybe I should have just Skyrighted the Deathbone Guard. Alright, so if I Runic Shot, I can still hold up Skyrider as well. I think that's worth doing. See if this works. Maybe I was playing too scared, I don't know. I still think Shadow Prophecy is good here. If they kill my Mirror's Outrider, I have a pretty good turn with Cleaving Skyrider. That's the good news. I think I'm just gonna kill their goblin picker. Providing a lot of value. And they would agree. So they had that the whole time when they attacked the 3/4 into the 4/4 on turn 5 or whatever. Alright, what's my play here? If I Shadow Prophecy, I cannot also Skyrider. So I'm just gonna say go. And then hopefully the Prophecy gets me the action I need to win this game, because I have had all air all game. Like, we've only cast 4 spells. Oh no. Let's see. I'm gonna do this first. Because if I brick on this, then I need to guy as my creature, I think. So I'm gonna attack with 4 creatures. Hold on. I did miss. How do I take you out? Battle him and Root Walla. I just need to kill the goblin picker, I'm pretty sure. Just every land they draw the rest of me apart. This game is crazy. Do I play a land here? I think no, because I can play the land plus the Skyrider and pop next turn. So this turn there's not really a need to play the land. So I'm not sure if there's a big benefit to holding it. Maybe if there's discard, like there's a could be a reason. That's also good. Thankfully I have a Death Touch creature, so... Should I attack for 7 here? I could just block and then destroy evil. Well, they can just block with the Gardener. I think the wait continues. That was the reason to wait. I could kill something now and play the Skyrider. But I think it's... We get a 2/2 and a killer 6/6. Is killing 6/6 even right when I have Death Touch plus Root Walla? I think I kill her Flyer instead. Plus this lets me actually start attacking them. If I had held the land, I could have just discarded land there. But I felt like having Pump plus Skyrider was more important. I don't know that that's true. But it felt that way. Okay. Trying to do it. If they kill one of my creatures, I'm in big trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still at 14 though. I think I should attack. I should have played my land. I have the Firestorm in my deck still. And I might need to play the root. I might need to pump Rootwalla plus Firestorm. Why would it tap all my green? Stop. It's trying to tap me out of Rootwalla. I know I have the Gardener still, but... I guess they are 6-2, probably, or similar. Not a huge fan that they're counting. That's kind of scary. That's a good one. That's also a good one. Doesn't kill their Mindsinger, but if I need to after, I can. Like, I could save multiple of my creatures and kill everything else. I don't think we're quite there yet, but almost. I can block, 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 block if they attack with everything. Like, I could... Do I have enough to Firestorm plus Pump? 4, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite. So I still only can save 2 things. Should I attack with Elfane Worm? If they block with the Mindsinger, I would just fire off the Firestorm. If they block with the Gardener, it almost kills them. I guess I should. They're afraid of Gaia's Might. I think they have a good block here. But that probably means they don't have Gaia's Might, so I should just put this first. And then Firestorm. I should play around Negate, though. So I just need to deal this 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then deal 1 here is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can Firestorm. Alright, so I can save 2 things. So just save the Outrider and the Rootwalla. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll have 2 mana left over. I guess I should tap this and I'll have more mana left over. Oh, I still just have 2 mana left over. Well, anyways. Alright, hopefully that's game. Woo! Qualified for day 2. Feels pretty good. Well, thanks for joining me on this journey. Our deck was not, like, insane, but pretty happy with it. So glad we got there.